EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Off of play action, here's Lance. He finds Kittle going across the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 23-yard run. And the Niners march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Here's Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Dalton. He gets this one to Johnson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Dalton to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. The pass caught by Olave. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Dalton now to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And some room to roam now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Lance now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. From the 16, Lance. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Did march to the end zone the last time out.
Right, 97. Black Ultra.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 1st and 10 for Dalton. That's Olave bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Kamara up the middle. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara from 17 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. Now they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So Dalton now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Dalton. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. There's Dalton. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The kick by Lutz is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
A final shot before half for Lance. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Andy Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 1, Lance. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Kamara. To about the 40-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Dalton here from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Kamara. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Running with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Passing, it's Dalton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Pete Werner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. David Onyemata, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The kick by Gold is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. Olave holds it in. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run it again with Kamara. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On second down, Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 99 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Kamara. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
All right, here's Dalton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.